Hello buddy and welcome back to my channel, Every Man Has a Hard On. I'm sitting here with my newest friend Jeff. Jeff watches my channel and reached out to me to meet him for a coffee.
No, I fucking didn't. I just finished it's my first trip to Dumaguete, and I went to this fucking Ground Zero cafe where everyone talks about, and I was sitting down eating apple pie and fucking ice cream, and lo and behold, when I swatted my last lump of fucking vanilla ice cream, come pounding across the floor, this big fat fucking American that said, "I know you, can I interview you?" And I looked at him and said, "Fucking hell, not you." And he said he promised to buy me a coffee. Oh, so I agreed. What did he fucking buy me, the tight bastard? Fucking water. Anyway, get on with it.
Jeff, where did you originate from?
I originated from London. Can you not tell by my accent? I popped out of my mummy's backside in the early 50s in London, and we stayed there all our life as far as I can remember. I remember moving houses a few times, but we always stayed within the outskirts of London, not in the middle of London. It was far too expensive for us there. We was mainly in the outskirts of London, around the suburbs like Lewisham, Catford, Brixton, where all the blacks are and everything. Yeah. But I'm not racist. I'm just saying, pointing out the areas, okay? And then when I reached a certain age, I left and joined the army, and then travelled the world.
So you were brought up during the 50s by both your parents. That's interesting.
But who the fucking else would bring me up then, you fucking knob? You think they left me out on a fucking on the doorstep with a fucking basket and a note? Please look after this little twat for me. Of course they looked after me. They were good parents. They fucking fed me and clothed me and gave me everything that I wanted. Well, not everything, because you never get everything that you want when you're young, do you? But the majority of times they gave me everything that I wanted.
How many brothers and sisters do you have?
Oh, fucking hell, that's a question. At my last count, when I left England, I had one brother and one sister. Now, I do remember my dad saying that he may have, because he served in Germany and France during the war, he may have a couple of little siblings or whatever you call them, running around the French fields and maybe in uh, Berlin, maybe. But anyway, that's what he said. And you can't always believe everything that your parents tell you, can you? My mother never said anything, though. I did wonder once because the milkman used to pop round quite a lot. And I noticed she didn't pay the full bill on a Saturday when my brother and I was off school. We used to order extra to make custard and that to eat because we was very poor then, and she didn't pay the full bill. I always wondered about it. He's a nice guy though, Milkman. Never refused us anything.
Tell me, how did you get on at school?
Oh, fucking terrible. I fucking hated school. I remember junior school, no, infant school. I ran away and the teachers would chase me and I hid behind the gate and I was throwing stones at her. Oh, fucking hell, that was a good time, that. But no, I fucking hated school. I had a fucking horrible teacher, Mrs. Smee, her name was, and I used to love drawing and painting, and this fucking arsehole of a teacher, she was a right old fucking hag, wrinkles everywhere, fucking her body was covered in wrinkles, no matter where it was, she had fucking wrinkles. And when everyone was drawing and everything, she had me spelling because I was fucking useless at spelling, and I used to sit down and I used to have to spell all these words and then walk up to her desk and show her while every other fucking twat's painting and drawing and having a good time.
I hear when you was at school you wanted to be an anthropologist, because that's very interesting, because I wanted to be an anthropologist also.
How can I be an anthropologist if I can't even spell the fucking word? I don't know where you got that information from. I think it was from a previous video that you done with some fucking bright spark from America that's got a degree. I left school with fuck all. Even my shirt was fucking ripped and my jacket was ripped when I left school because that was the in thing when you left school. You got thrown in the fountain in the middle of the playground. You walked home fucking soaked. Your shirt was signed by everybody. Your tie was cut in half, and your jacket was shredded. So no, I didn't leave with anything apart from a fucking freezing pair of bollocks walking home.
Tell me, how long have you been in the Philippines?
I've been in the Philippines just over a year now, and it's probably one of the best things that I'd ever done.
That's great. Tell me, how did you get to the Philippines?
What do you mean, how did I get here? I'm not fucking Jesus, I can't walk on fucking water. How do you think I got here?
Because I'm actually investing in a cruise ship, and you could have borrowed it.
Fucking cruise ship, yeah, no, I caught Philippine Airways, they're more reliable, so I didn't really rely on any cruise ships or anything like that. I mean, how can one man travel on a fucking cruise ship? Actually, I wouldn't have minded being on a cruise ship. I would like to be the entertainments manager on a cruise ship, so I could interview and do all the rehearsals with all these young girls dancing around and everything. Yeah, yeah, I think I would like to, an entertainments manager on a cruise ship. But anyway, I fucking didn't. Anyway,
What made you come to the Philippines?
that is a very good question. Actually, I had no intentions of coming to the Philippines at first. The reason I came to the Philippines was because one day I had parked my car outside a bank and I had the engine running and all the doors were open. Now, my excuse to the police was that I farted and I was letting the smell out of the car. And the reason I didn't turn the engine off was because the battery was flat.
And did they actually believe you, what you told them?
No, they didn't believe me because at that time, unbeknown to me, there was an armed robbery going on in the bank. Now, they had CCTV of all, not my friends, I wouldn't call them my friends, but other people, but they didn't have any CCTV of me, so I wasn't even in the bank. But they still said that I was their getaway driver. What a load of fucking bollocks these police talk. I'm sure they wanted just to close the fucking case, really. But anyway, that night I booked a flight to on Philippines Airways, and my first choice was Dumaguete. But after looking at some of these videos from people in Dumaguete, I thought, fuck this for a lot. I'm not joining these fucking assholes in Dumaguete. So I decided to come to Paho instead in Lapu-Lapu, and I'm quite happy here in Paho as well. So I didn't have, you know, I didn't really care for anything else. So that's the reason why I came to the Philippines.
How do you find your stay in the Philippines now that you've been here 1 year?
Yes, I've been here 1 year now, and the problem is that the women are swarming all over me, which is okay at first, but after a while it gets a bit boring. I tend to like. I I know I'm very attractive and everything else, but I do like to pick my own sort of type of woman. I don't want one too young. Fuck it. Now I don't want one that's 23 years old. Fuck it. Now how can I get a fucking hard on with that? Eh? A 23-year-old wants fucking umping every night, doesn't she? And fucking money in the morning and go shopping for clothes and then umping again in the evening. I couldn't do that. Fucking hell, I'm not a fucking spring chicken anymore, am I? So, you got to weigh it up. You've got to be realistic in these fucking situations, guys. Fucking hell. You know, this is why your channel's called, Every Man Has a Hard On. Well, it's not fucking true, is it? Because every man don't have a fucking hard on. The only way I can get an hard on is tie a bit of string round my knob end and throw the string over my shoulder and pull it so it stands up. That's the only way I can get a fucking hard on. But anyway,
Well, I really appreciate you sharing your story with us, and I wish you all the best. You say you got a channel. What's it called again?
Fucking hell, I already told you that earlier. It's called Jeff Living in the Philippines. And it's a lot better than the fucking shit you're putting out, just interviewing people that are fucking boring. At least my topics are entertaining and fucking of different things. I mean, anyone can sit down with any donkey in the fucking same corner of a cafe asking stupid fucking questions like, how did you get to the Philippines? I fucking flew, boy, I flew. Fucking hell, if you're going to ask me questions, give me sensible questions. I'm an intelligent person. I'm not fucking thick as shit, you know. Ask me questions that are fucking people understand. Anyway, this interview was under duress. I didn't want to fucking do it, but I'd already had my pie and ice cream, and the promise of a coffee was just a bit too much from this guy, because apparently he never buys fucking anything, and in the end he just bought me fucking water. Anyway, if I ever go to Dumaguete again and I'm approached again by some fat fucking American, or even any fat fucker, and ask for an interview, I will say, up yours, mate. I don't need fucking interviews. All I need is likes and subscribers. So have a good day. I've still got a cold, but I'm getting over it now, and it's not affecting my ability to be sympathetic, you know what I mean? And one thing cropped up last night. I was watching TV, and there was this little girl there was this little girl on TV, and it says, poor Agatha has to walk 6 miles to get water and then back again. Well, why don't Agatha move fucking nearer to the water? I never understand. And these adverts are always put out by charities like Water Aid or something like that. Well, why don't they build them a fucking road or a fucking train track? Or build them some huts and move them nearer to the fucking water? Then the poor little Agatha wouldn't have to walk fucking 6 miles, would she? I don't know, fucking charities are shit.